to turn your happy clients into a source of new customers on autopilot. Okay, this is what I like to call the referral flywheel. And this is because that's what happens if we can start getting some more referral business into your business on autopilot without you having to feel uncomfortable or spending more money on ads. Then you are going to be super, super pumped. So I'm going to go through this really fast. The presentation, the last time I did, it took me about 45 minutes. I'm going to try for 30 minutes because I think that I think I can get through it. I got a little bit of practice now. So be sure to leave me a comment or a like or a subscribe. I've got something here that could pop up. Is that going to work? Oh, I don't have it in the scene. Oh, I've got such a cool thing in here. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? No, it's not going to work in this one. Okay, next time. Oh, it is working. Like, share, subscribe. Awesome, amazing. Okay, so it's working for me. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to turn your happy clients into a new source of customers on autopilot. So welcome. As I said, I am Dawn Mars from Mars Marketing. And in the next hour, what I promise to cover with you is I'm going to show you how you can, this exact system to turn your happy clients into an endless source of new customers and revenue. You don't have to feel weird or awkward asking for referrals, reviews, or feeling like you're annoying anybody, even if it has been ages since you spoke to these clients, okay? Because we've all done it. We've all dropped that ball and not asked for a review or a referral. And so what's going to make this different? First of all, I'm actually going to show you the system that you can use in your business today to start getting new clients without any additional money on ads or posting on social media or cold calling or any of that stuff. It's not going to cost you $1 to do this in your business if you want to do it yourself. Of course, I'm going to recommend at the end that you let me do it for you, but that's besides the point. I'm going to show you how to do it if you want to. And is this for you? This is for you if you are a business owner who is passionate but can't seem to crack a certain revenue ceiling. If you feel overwhelmed by tech in your business, as so many of us do, right? So many people do. I speak to business owners all the time who are just feeling absolutely overwhelmed by the tech side of their business and frustrated by way too many software things that they have to have in their stack. Like if you've got to have landing pages and text message marketing and email marketing and ways to create checkout pages and all that stuff. If that overwhelms you, if that even talking about it makes you feel yucky, this is for you. And if you're not even sure what to automate in your marketing, then for sure this is for you, because just automating this one thing, even if you don't have any additional money to spend on ads, is going to make a big difference in your business, okay? So these are the main problems. First of all, the marketplace is now so crowded and it's becoming harder and harder to stand out. Leads are getting super expensive. If you're running ads right now, you know it. It's gone up exponentially in the last couple of years, which sucks. And if you don't have a reliable way to get new clients and just hoping for new ones, that is not a good way to run a business, right? These are problems that we're all having because of the marketplace the way it is right now. I'm talking too fast. Okay, so I'm Dawn Mars, and really quick, I'm not going to bore you with the details, but what I wanted to tell you is I started my business in 2008. Things were totally, totally different then, and I think that kind of makes me an OG at this point, okay? I realized very, very early on in my marketing career that automation was going to be the secret weapon to exponential growth. I knew it, I could see it. And look at where we've gone. Okay, so I went and got certified in automation software and in CRM so that I could help businesses. I could help other businesses, and that was going to be my business, right? So I had this great skill set. It was easy for me to get hired as a consultant, and so I started doing that. And what I saw inside these businesses was that they were making unreal amounts of money, like more money than I even thought was possible at all. Hold on, let me put this on focus mode. Okay, so they were making all this money, but I was struggling. My business was suffering. I was charging too low, as you sometimes do. And so then came a moment that changed everything for me, okay? And this is the moment that I want it to change for you too. What I saw and what I started noticing was these patterns in these multi-million-dollar companies that I was consulting for. So I started implementing these patterns in my own business, and that's when I had my first $20,000 month. Okay, so before that, I was playing small. I couldn't bring on enough clients because I wasn't charging enough money. That's a whole nother story. But basically, I took what I had learned inside these companies, implemented in my own business and started seeing the kind of success that I was capable of, right? I always knew it was there, but this is how I did it. So, using everything that I learned in consulting with these businesses, what I did was I created the six figure sales funnels framework, which I'm going to show you in a second. And I began implementing that with my clients, okay, with smaller clients who weren't necessarily making the big bucks yet, but they wanted to automate like the big boys. And so that's what we did is we took everything that these big businesses were doing and we installed it in their business, just like I'd installed it in my business. And lo and behold, it started working right out of the gate. So before I move on, I wanted to talk to you in the comments, but this is impromptu. So I'm going to skip this part pretty much, but let's talk about what some of the biggest frustrations are right now. I want to know what yours are. So if you're watching the replay of this, leave in the comments, what is your biggest frustration that you have right now with growing your business? I would love to know. I hear a lot that software is like a massive problem for people. When I speak to coaches and consultants, they just want to do the thing they're great at. And unless you're a tech consultant, you probably don't, I don't want to say probably, I don't want to assume, but a lot of people don't feel comfortable with the tech side and they feel like they're getting floated off down the river by people who are telling them, you need this software and you need that software. And they end up with $1,000 worth of software every month that they don't even know how to use. So that's one thing that I hear. I also hear that people are frustrated with email marketing, that they're not getting much bang for their buck, that they're frustrated that they're not getting referrals when they do a great job. Sadly, that doesn't happen by osmosis most of the time. Okay, so I promised you that I would show you how to turn your happy clients into a source of new customers on autopilot, and I will. So let's talk about the referral flywheel system, because this is the system that I have used with clients to create this incredible flywheel, right? Like we bring in new people, we get awesome reviews, we turn them into new clients. And here's the trouble. Here's the trouble that most coaches, consultants, and service-based businesses are facing right now. Roller coaster revenue, right? We want to get off that roller coaster. How many times have you forgotten to ask for reviews? That's another major problem, forgetting to ask for reviews. And the other thing is feeling uncomfortable asking for reviews. I know it can feel uncomfortable for sure. But what we're going to do today is we're going to take you from not knowing where your next client is coming from to a steadily increasing flow of clients, from a lack of testimonials to dozens or hundreds of glowing reviews for your business, and from dropping balls all over the place and losing potential money, having people falling through the cracks. What we're going to do is create a reliable system that never fails. Okay? That's what we're going to do. So what we're talking about here is the referral flywheel, and you can get that by going to thefunnelframework.com/flywheel. You can download it for free. It's just a visual aid to help you understand the steps that we're going to go through here. Don't take off and go download it right now. I'll put a link in the comments on all the different channels, so you don't have to worry about that. What I want you to understand, though, is that this is a smaller piece of the big picture, right? I alluded to the six-figure sales funnels framework a little bit earlier that I was using to help smaller businesses automate and systemize. This is it. And so this is the ninth piece. But the cool thing is, if you've ever had clients before, you can take it, do it at the front end, and it will bring in clients and new revenue pretty much immediately. Okay. So what I want to do is share a little story with you about one of my clients, Sherry Summers, one of my favorite ladies. Sherry was a sheriff's deputy when I met her. She was, having the stress as a sheriff's deputy would. It's a highly dangerous job. She was in Florida where, and if you know anything about Florida or what the cops are going through, it was a rough spot. So she was unable to take the time off that she needed to be with her son. And that was like her big, big motivation for doing this. So she was one of those like really go-getters, right? So what she did was she launched her coaching business using our system, and she earned $12,000 in her first month. So she's gone on and created a multiple six-figure business since then. She is so passionate about what she does, and it's amazing to see her growth, but she still uses the same systems, right? She still uses the same automation, and she loves it. She's great at it now, but that's where she was coming from. And she actually was able to quit her job as a sheriff's deputy within her first month. So yeah, mama, she got to spend some time with her kids, and now she teaches other women how to do the same, which is such an inspiring story. Awesome. So Let's talk about the 3-step process that we use to make this happen. Okay, so what we do is we get the reviews first, okay? So we create a simple automated system to get you tons of reviews. Then what we do is we create another system that's very specific to reactivate those people who are in your system who are a little bit too old that you don't feel like you could just call them up and say, hey, I need a testimonial review from. And then we go for the referral. So once we know that they are thinking of us in a 5-star kind of way, right? If it's been a while since you spoke to them, we just want to reaffirm that relationship, and then we're going to get them to give you some referrals. Okay, so we do this all on autopilot. It's all just a simple system, and it is so hands off and so easy that you're going to feel crazy for not having this in your business. Okay, so first, because our first step is reviews, why should you care about reviews? Let's talk about some statistics. So 88% of people read reviews before making a purchase, and 66% say that reviews play a big role in their purchasing decisions. So you need to have reviews. Next up, 49% of consumers say they trust the reviews they read online as much as personal recommendations. So they're kind of underrating it if you're not caring about your online reviews. 72% of consumers will only take action after reading a positive review, and this is probably the most important one. Customer testimonials placed alongside more expensive items, aka your coaching packages, increase your conversion rates by 380%. You must have these in place for your business, right? Can you see how important it is? And most people are not doing a good job of this. It's difficult to get reviews. Most people only leave reviews without being asked if they're mad, right? It's really easy to get a negative review. It's a lot harder to get people who are busy and doing their own thing to leave you reviews without asking. So we're just asking, just automating the ask. So here's how it works. We first of all, we're going to request the review. You're going to identify the people who you want to request the review from. Then what we're going to do is we're going to send them a text message that's going to request the review. We're going to wait, and then we're going to send them a review request via email, and then we're going to wait another day. And all the time, our system is waiting and watching to see if they have left a review. Once they leave a review, we leave them alone, right? We don't want to keep bugging people. But it's a really simple system. You could build this into any of your software. If you're a software techie person, you could totally do it. Like I said, if you're not, I'm going to show you how I can build it for you. But I digress. So here's what the text messages look like. Very, very simple. Hey, would it be okay if I asked you to take a moment to leave a review for my business? It'll take less than 30 seconds and seriously has a huge impact for us because it really, really does. And then the emails are sort of along the same lines. We're just asking for the review, right? This is just like goodwill, asking for a review. You can literally send these out. This is like a little pro tip that I don't even have included in my slide deck here, but you can send these out after you've done a demo call or after you've done like a breakthrough or strategy call. People will leave you reviews after that if you've done like a really good job and you weren't overly salesy, of course, but you can find out if they loved, the hour that you spent with them, the 45 minutes. It's awesome. Now, what we do is we send them to something called a review gate, because what we don't want to do is send people who maybe are like a 3, if they're a little bit wishy-washy, we want to send them here where let's start with the 5 stars. If they give us 5 stars, we're going to send them to review us on Google, on Facebook, on Yelp, on Trustpilot, wherever you want your reviews. I would recommend Google. Okay. But what happens if they are going to leave us a negative review? We don't want that negative review in public. We don't want to tease out the negative reviews. So what we do is we change it up. If they rate us a 3-star or below, and you can set that to 4, then you can send them to an internal form that takes the feedback. We can learn from our mistakes, but we don't want our mistakes in public, right? We don't want the things that have made other people angry in public. It really is damaging to business. And this is just a regular function of reputation management. Okay, so you can see how that is. We don't want those out there, right? So this is a review gate. Reputation management keeps your reviews nice and tight, clean, and positive. Okay, I'm doing okay for time. And I don't know why my phone is ringing. I'm on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so you have got a decision to make here. You've got the old way, which is where you're going to just hope that people leave you reviews and knowing most of them are not going to do that unless they're kind of unhappy. Or you've got the new way, which is create a simple automated messaging system that is sent to your clients to generate testimonials and reviews. So you send it to the people that you know are happy, you get some reviews. So can you see the value in getting tons of reviews on autopilot? Like just sending this out to people and getting them to fill up, say all the nice things about you. Because I know you're doing nice things. You're probably doing a great job and wondering why people aren't leaving reviews. It's just because they're busy. People want to leave you reviews. You just have to remind them, just have to ask them. And that's how we're going to do it. We'll make it on autopilot. Now, if you don't already see how powerful this is, I want to talk to you about a company called Podium. So Podium, their entire life reason for living, reason for being a company, is to help small businesses get reviews. That's their bread and butter. That's what people pay them for. And they're a huge company, right? A lot of small businesses use them. If you want to use their professional package, it's $746 a month. But you can't even just take it. You can't take it for 1 month. You have to sign a year-long contract. So you're like at $8,400 or something close to that, right? For the year. So people are paying this just to get reviews, pretty much, right? So a lot of businesses understand how important it is. And not only businesses, but all these big venture capital firms obviously think that it's incredible too, because Podium's valuation doubled to $3 billion. They valued them at $3 billion, and their software is built to get reviews. So reviews, very, very important. It's a big market. But can you see the issue with this system? Because I did. When I started doing it, I was like, there's got to be a massage into this to make things better. Because what if it's been ages since you talked to these people, right? What if it's been literally 2 years or 6 months since you've talked to these clients and you're feeling like, oh, that's awkward if I'm just going to call them up or send them a message and ask them for a review. So in this case, we go to step 2, which is the review reactivation system. And it's just a little bit different. What we do here is we would identify the clients who we want to reactivate. So the people who, if you feel like it's a little bit too long since you talked to them. And what we're going to do is include them in a customer appreciation giveaway. Okay, so we're going to send them some text messages, some emails. We're going to wait, but we're going to let them know about this amazing thing, right? This is cool now. I don't care how long it's been since I talked to somebody. If they tell me that I can get in on, a customer appreciation giveaway just by leaving them a review, who's not going to do it if you incentivize them, right? They don't care. They're happy. They're going to be happy to hear from you because you're giving them something. So we follow up with them. And again, we would, of course, stop once they give the review. We don't want to keep bugging them, but it's very similar. So this is Dawn with Mars Marketing. I know it's been a while, but I'm doing a customer appreciation giveaway, a $100 Amazon gift card. You can give away anything you want, but make it something that everybody wants. Okay, so this is just a little pro tip. Don't give them free service or something. Or even worse, don't give them a discount. Like you could win a 25% off discount to our service. Don't do that. You want to give something that's who wouldn't want $100 to spend on whatever they want, right? So that's why, in this case, that's what I would recommend. You can do whatever you want. Again, we're going to send those emails, and they're along the same lines. We're doing a customer appreciation giveaway. You could even say something along the lines of, hey, it's been a while, but I thought you'd want to know about our customer appreciation giveaway. It only takes 10 seconds to answer. Then we send them to the review gate again. If they give us 5 stars, we let them review us on Google, Facebook, Yelp, Trustpilot, any of those places, right? But again, what about the negative reviews? We do the exact same thing as the last time. We would send them to an internal notification form so that we can learn internally from our mistakes and the things we did wrong and the things that we did to piss people off, but we don't want those front facing. So here's a little story about Charles, who is a mobile notary. He started his mobile notary business in 2020, which, as you are well aware, was the middle of a global pandemic, and he had 0 experience and 0 clients. So he went and got his first few clients and then used the referral flywheel system. And he now has the most reviews of any mobile notary in his city, which I'm sworn to secrecy because he doesn't want any additional competition. But his phone never stops ringing because he's got this referral system going on now and all of these reviews. And he's since had to hire additional notaries to help with the overflow of business that he's getting. Okay. So can you see the value in reactivating the relationships you had with your past clients? If you've been in business for any amount of time, I can almost guarantee that there are people who would love to leave you a review, number one. Number two, you're just not on the top of mind. So you might even be reactivating that relationship. Imagine they get that text from you. Hey, I'm doing a customer appreciation thing. Oh my God, I haven't heard from you in years. What are you doing? I'd love to come and work with you again. I was just thinking about calling you, right? It gives them a prompt. And then, well, I'm going to show you the next step in a minute, but so much gold in those past relationships that you need to go and mine for that gold. Okay. It's there. So if you're worried about where your next client's coming from, there they are. They're right there. Okay. Okay. So you got a decision. You can do it the old way, which is to accept that it's just been too long to get a testimonial from old clients and then have your new clients wonder why you don't have more reviews. Or you can do it the new way, which is to create a fully automated testimonial system that reactivates your past clients in a fun way, even if you haven't spoken to them in months or years, okay? It really doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's been a really long time. It doesn't matter. So here's the third and final step in the referral system. And this is literally hands off. You don't even touch this. You don't even touch this in the system because the system is smart enough to know when somebody leaves you a 5-star review. Okay. So when they leave that 5-star review, we automatically start talking to them again. We're first going to send them a text message just to say thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This means so much to me in my business. And then we're going to wait for a couple of days. There's a good chance that at some point during this, like you're sending a personal text message, right? They're probably going to text you back and say, no problem. It was so fun working with you. And then you can have a little bit of back and forth. And if that's the case, then you could talk to them about referrals then. But what we can also do is send out automated requests. Like we were going to send an email. We're going to wait. We're going to send a text message. And if at some point you take the conversation offline, then the automation knows to stop. Okay. It knows that you've taken over the conversation. But what's happening here is that it's going to start asking your really happy clients, your 5-star clients, for referrals without you even having to think about it, without feeling awkward, without feeling weird. You don't have to spend any money on ads. It's literally just happening in the background. You just keep working. You don't even have to stop working with your other clients, right? You can keep doing all your other stuff. Now, why should you care about referrals? I know that you already know that you should care about referrals because it's business, right? It's always more business. But here are some statistics because you know I love numbers. Referral leads convert 30% better than leads generated from other marketing channels and have a 16% higher lifetime value. So that's huge. 30% higher conversion rate. That's crazy. Customers referred by other customers have a 37% higher retention rate. So they stay with you like 37%, almost 40% longer, right? And they're 4 times more likely to refer more customers to your brand. So I want to draw your attention to this one because back to that flywheel thing, right? These new customers, new clients that come into your business through your flywheel system, they're way more likely to send you referrals after that. Okay, so now it turns into a flywheel. Now, when they come on with you and they have a great experience, we ask them for a review. They give you a review, a testimonial for 5 stars, right? And then you ask them for another referral. And then the snowball continues. It's amazing. It actually is like an incredible system. So yes, this is why you should care. 84% of people trust recommendations from people they know, making referral marketing the most influential form of marketing. Okay. So here's the problem. Most business owners don't ask for referrals. And even if they do, they only ask one time. And that almost never gets the referral. They've done all kinds of studies on it. And the studies show, and what I have seen, is that you have to ask at least twice. So people are busy and they're not thinking about it. So you ask them and they say, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna send them one over. I've got somebody in mind, right? But then they stop thinking about it. The minute you hit them a second time, they're like, oh yeah, I don't want to let this person down. I did say I would get them a referral. And then they go out and they actually get you one. So you got to ask at least twice. And that's the problem. We're all a little bit too timid and awkward to ask for things. Not all. Maybe you're a person that has no problem with it. It was always hard for me. Automating is the best thing I could have done. For most people that I talk to, most business owners have a little bit of awkwardness around it. So it's the best thing they could do. Okay. So this is one of the emails that we send from the system, and it can be edited obviously, to your brand and voice. But hey, Julie, first, I just want to say how much I enjoyed working with you. Having clients like you is the reason I love my work so much. Okay, so we're being like warm, friendly. It's probably true. You're not sending this stuff to people you didn't enjoy working with. Second, a quick request, and then we move into the request. Okay, now I'm going to give you a pro tip here, and maybe it's something that you were thinking about as I was talking already. But what you want to do is offer a referral incentive. Okay, and the reason for this is that more than 50% of people say they're likely to give a referral if they're offered a direct incentive. Direct incentive, social recognition, or access to an exclusive loyalty program. So come up with something, whether it's like a percentage, you want, like, let's say you were doing coaching programs, maybe you give 10 or 20% to the person who referred the business. You got to be creative here. We can talk about it. If you get on a call with me, I'll talk you through it. We'll come up with an awesome referral system for you. But you definitely want to offer something because you will get more referrals. You just hands down will. And referrals, even if you pay a small incentive, it's cheaper to do that than it is to pay for advertising. Trust me, it is. So can you see the value in requesting referrals on autopilot? Can you see how awesome that is? Yeah. And this is how we turn it into a flywheel. Like I said, those new clients that come in, they're more likely to give you referrals than anybody else that's come into your business. Then we put them into the automatic flywheel, and it just becomes this amazing circle of you not worrying about where your next client's coming from and getting off that revenue roller coaster, right? So that, in a nutshell, my friend, is how you turn your happy clients into a source of new customers on autopilot. Yay! Is that exciting? I feel excited by that. I feel like I should have had a clap line on there, or a cheering line, but I don't have it set up. So we're not doing it. Okay, so to get this going in your business, you're going to have to make your 3 main shifts, right? We're going to get off of the roller coaster revenue, stop wondering where your next client is coming from, thanks to your referral flywheel system. We're going to reactivate. That's where you're going to get all these dozens of testimonials and all this great work that you've done with past clients. Doesn't matter if it was literally 5 years ago. We want to put them into the system and let their glowing reviews do the selling for you. And the third thing we're going to do is we're going to automate your referrals. So we're going to tease out the referrals on autopilot from the people who were the ones who gave you the highest ratings, right? It would be difficult for somebody to give you a 5-star rating one day and the next day be like, yeah, well, actually, I don't know anybody who could benefit from this service, right? And you're already on the top of their mind. So it's like the perfect time to ask. They've just reaffirmed how awesome you are. They just reaffirmed it by clicking that button and leaving the review. And then you're hitting them up asking for a review. It's perfect timing. It's very nice and comfortable. No awkwardness. Amazing. So by now, you're probably asking, but how do I get these results in my business? Or maybe you're not. If you're a technical person, you probably looked at the software and you're like, I know how to build this exact workflow. I'm going to go do it myself. And the truth is, you can. If you're a technical person, you could go and build that. The only part that would be difficult is the review gate. Like, I'd actually pay a programmer to create that for myself and for my clients. So that part might be difficult, but you could do it. And you got 2 options. You can either do it slow or you can do it fast. Like I said, I told you at the beginning that I was going to give you an option to come and work with me and my team, and we'll do it for you. It's not going to be a big sales pitch. Like, literally, you're just going to book a call and talk to me about it if you want to do it. Now, who is this for? It is for business owners who are ready to get off the revenue roller coaster and want a dependable way to scale their business. If you are sick of wasting time and money on janky software setups and tech headaches, if you want a professionally built, done for you solution that is battle tested and ready to go, like we already know that it works, or if you're frustrated by doing everything yourself, if you're just over that, if you want to start outsourcing stuff, which is a great way to start scaling your business, outsource it to professionals, get it done right, then this is for you. Okay. So I'm going to just take a look here and jump. Now, I'm not even going to come out with the price. I'm going to tell you that we're doing this for such a ridiculously low price right now that I can't even tell you the price. And I know that sounds so ridiculous. I got here and I'm like, I'm not going to even pitch. I'm not even going to pitch. But I'm only going to do it for 10 people. And the reason is that we're doing it for such a ridiculously low price that I'm not going to be able to, I basically want you to give me a review. Okay. So I'm going to do it for so low that it will be for less than what you would pay for 1 month of Podium. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the price. So there's 10 spots available. What I want you to do, if you're interested in having my team do this for you, okay, myself and my team, we're going to do this for you in like a VIP format. Okay, so a VIP day, normally what you do is, at least in our format, what we would do is we would talk to you in the morning, get all of the information we need about your business. You send us an onboarding form about your business. We speak to you that morning. Our team takes the information, sets up your system, makes it perfect. We test it. We make sure that it like get all the kinks out of it. Then we actually will go and we will push the buttons inside your business. Okay, we'll push the buttons inside that you need. I'm going to show you the slide that had the. Okay, so this is what it includes: 2 consultation calls on the day of the setup, the full professional setup of your system, the referral flywheel systems installed and tested, training on how to customize your system. It includes 30 days of the Salesforce marketing system, which we'll talk about more on our call. We're going to upload your client list, and then we're actually going to start the system for you. So even if you're like nervous to press the buttons, or you're like, I'm just like tech challenged, I talk to people all the time who say stuff like that to me. If that's you, don't even worry about it, because we're going to do everything for you. There's literally nothing for you to think about or worry about. And like I said, it's going to cost you less than it would cost for a month of Podium. Okay. So if you want to get us to set up for you, if you're even like curious about what that would look like, then go to marsmarketing.com/flywheel and we'll do it for you. Okay. How am I doing for time here? Think okay. Okay, so you know that you need more reviews, and you know that you need more referrals, and you know that you need to automate your business to beat your competition. Of course, you want to beat your competition, right? Sounds so aggressive, but we're in business. We want to get the business, right? You know that you want to scale your business fast, and you know you want off the revenue roller coaster. So let's get off. And I want you to think about how it's going to feel to have a professionally built automated system that you know was tried, tested by professionals who do this day in and day out without you having to even think about whether it's going to work. It's just working in the background for you, okay? So let me see here what else I can do. I want to check in. I got some frequently asked questions. Okay, let me. Okay, so one of the questions is, what if I don't have clients yet? Okay, so I've had people ask me that. The truth is that if you're brand new in business, you're not going to have clients that you can send this to, but you do have friends and people in your network who you care about and who care about you, and people who you've probably helped out in the past. So I'm thinking about like people who are like life coaches, health coaches. You guys have been coaching dozens, maybe hundreds of your friends on how to be healthier, how to be better, how to be happier, whatever whatever it is that you help with. If you're a tech person, like how many people have you helped with their tech for free? Okay, so those are the people that you can go to with this exact system and say, hey, would you mind leaving a review for my business? It doesn't even matter if they're just a character witness, right? As long as they're people who have done some sort of business with you, that you have done some sort of service for them, and that they can give you a glowing review, this can work for you. Okay, so as long as you got people like that, then this can work. That can start the flywheel process for you. All right, but if you're just coming out of the gate and you have no clients and no referrals, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I gonna acquire new clients? I've got to spend all this money on ads. No, you don't have to do that. Sure, you might want to. Ads are great. They can help you scale your business faster. But if you're brand new and you don't have any clients, this is how you get reviews. Okay, it's easy breezy. Now, what if I already have a CRM or email tool? Then if you looked at I showed you the screenshots of the exact automations. If you feel like you can build it yourself, then go for it. Like, I'm not saying that you can't do it. But if you're somebody who has a CRM or an email tool and you're underutilizing it anyways, then I would totally encourage you to book a call. Just get on a call with me. We can do like a comprehensive marketing assessment where I can take a look at the tech stack, the software that you're already using, and we can see if it's even serving you. So many times I get on calls like this with people and they have got the jankiest setup because they've been told by all these different people have given them advice that they need this tool and they need that tool, and none of it's talking to each other and none of it's making them any money. It's actually wasting their money because they're paying for it every month. So what we can do is take a look at that. And worst case scenario for me is you've got an incredible setup and you don't want us to set this up for you, then that's totally fine. But in like in reality, most people that come to me, we can find better ways of doing business. We can make things more streamlined, more systemized, and we can make them make money for you. So I'd say book a call anyways. I'd book a call anyways. The other question is about not being sure if you can afford it. If you can afford less than a month of Podium, you can afford it. So you can afford it. So if you're on the fence, let's talk about some alternatives, because I'd love to work with you. Like, you know, if you are on the fence about this, why don't we just book a call anyways? Because let's talk about some of the alternatives that you have right now. You could decide not to do anything, and like clearly you would be missing out on tons of reviews and new customers. That it would have to be accepted as fact that that's happening. And why would you want to do that? Why would you miss out on a free form of advertising? You could build it yourself, which, like I said, if you're a technical person, you probably could look at the screenshots and be like, I can figure that out. You will have to, even if you had the exact same software I have, you would have to get a programmer to program the review gate for you. So there's that little bit of like caveat there, but you could spend a month setting it up and testing it and all that stuff. Totally fine. The other option you have is you could buy Podium. It's like $700. What did I say? $740 a month, but you need to buy it on a year contract. So you're into it for $8,400 for the year. And you still are going to set it up yourself. So there's that. Or you could book a call and you could let me and my team set it up for you, then less than the cost of a month of Podium. You know it's done right. It would be completely set up, tried, tested, and you could start seeing those reviews coming in as early as the following day. Okay, so I don't want you to think there aren't alternatives, but at the same time, I think booking a call is the best thing you could do right now. So let's go. I should have had a link on this slide. Oh my gosh. Am I in marketing or not? Let me just back up. Let me get you a link, and I'll put it in the comment section below too. But if you want to talk to me about having this beautiful flywheel system built for you, then go ahead and click that link. It's going to put you onto our interest list. And then what's going to happen is you'll book a call it'll be with me, and we'll just determine whether if it's the right fit for you. If it's not, no problem. If it is though, we will set up your VIP day. We'll get it all done in one day, and your system will start getting reviews, testimonials, and referrals on complete autopilot while you just watch them come in. It's beautiful, and you will thank yourself for doing it. So book that call today at marsmarketing.com/flywheel. And this was fun. I hope you had fun. I can't see the comments and stuff, but thanks for hanging out with me. If you're catching the replay, that's awesome too. And I'm going to leave you with a little music on the way out, okay? Let's go. All right, thanks for being here, everybody.